Anton, where do you feel like you grew the most from summer league to now?
Um, Probably just learning. Um, a lot of things are happening pretty fast, but being on the road with the team, you kind of learn the NBA lifestyle and things you got to pick up on, taking care of your body, and yeah, just how they play and how they live on a daily basis. So I think that's the biggest thing is just on your schedule and just learning how that goes throughout the year.
And how much has it helped to learn from not only Tyler, but the vets here like JD and Drew, guys that have been in the program?
Oh, it's been so helpful. I text them all the time, asking when the bus leaves, asking where we got to be at. So they've been helping me a lot throughout this process, and you know, yeah, hopefully I'll be one of those guys next year who can help the younger guys.
What are, if there are any, some similarities with Gonzaga and coming here from a cultural standpoint?
Probably just the mindset on winning. Gonzaga, we hated losing, and I feel like they got the same mindset here, and it's just tradition. How you carry yourself off the court and on the court. So just stuff like that. I think little things, but there's a reason why the Celtics picked me, and I feel like a lot of the values that we had at Gonzaga, carries over to here. So I feel like that's a big reason.
So far in training camp, what have you seen out of Tyler so far? Obviously, he's been here since you've gotten here, but as a head coach, what have you sort of seen from him?
Yeah, you can tell he knows a lot about the game, and yeah, just his energy that he brings towards practice. I think he picks us all up, and his mindset, he wanted us to compete first couple of days, and that's what we did. So Tyler, I feel like, yeah, he's got a great mindset towards us, and it's probably why a reason Joe brought him here.
Were you on that main boating lobster expedition?
I wasn't. I was trying to get a car, and I did get a car. So, but I'm definitely gonna have to take another trip like that and explore Maine a little bit more.
What kind of messages have you gotten from Joe and Brad as you go into the season? Like anything specific that they want you to work on within your game?
Yeah, I think it's been the same message from when I first got here. Shooting more threes, being ready on the offensive end to score, and just doing the little things, rebounding, crashing every time, playing defense, being able to guard 1 through 5. So I think they're just keeping an eye on that and make sure I get better at those things.
It looked, even as summer league went on, like you got more comfortable applying that message, letting it fly. How do you feel like you've grown in that sense in terms of just that aggressive mentality on offense?
Yeah, I just kind of had to make that switch on the offensive end. If I'm open, I got to let it go. That's the best shot, and they all believe in me. They all want me to take that shot. So there's no reason I should be passing up if I'm open. And yeah, it kind of ties into the way we play here. Lots of threes and layups and dunks, and other shots we don't really want.
From an outside view, what have you noticed about the G League style of play, just and how you might fit that particular brand of basketball?
Nothing too much from training camp. We had 3 days to play against each other, and it was a little bit sloppy at first, but I feel like we're starting to, flow together and, kind of play mesh well better together. So just picking up on that, but I know everyone in the G League is trying to make that next step to the NBA, so everyone's fighting for the spot. So yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard, but that's why we're down there to develop.
From your perspective, what was the championship ceremony like on opening night?
Oh, it was crazy. To even be in that building, it's an honor. But, those guys all deserve it, and it was a special place to be. That was my first time really experiencing something like that. And, yeah, it was cool.
Have you spent much time up in Portland just yet?
It's been probably like 4 days, so nothing crazy.
Any immediate differences you've noticed between Boston and Portland?
Probably just traffic. Being in Boston, you wait a little while. The hotel's like 5 minutes away, but sometimes it takes like 20 minutes to get here. So being in Maine, it's nice to just go to practice and know that you're going to get there on time. And yeah, it's a little bit less stressful out there.
And then last year, this Maine Celtics team made it to the G League Finals.
Mm-hmm.
Have you, talked to Tyler, talked to JD and Drew, who were part of that team, about the goals of making it back there this year and stuff like that?
Yeah, Tyler kind of talked to all of us and kind of said that's a standard. And, we definitely have the players capable of doing that. So that's the mindset going into this season. But, yeah, that team last year was good. So we got to take up from what they do.
whether it's the expo or here, it's a different place than you were in for almost 6 years.
Yeah.
Is a gym just a gym, or is it starting to feel familiar? You know, being back in Boston for a couple days, did it kind of feel like you're somewhat back home again?
Yeah, a little bit, honestly. For the past 2 months, I've been here pretty much every day. So being back here for a couple of days is nice. And, yeah, you could say this is kind of my home, my second home.
Who are some of the guys in Boston that you've leaned on in camp?
Really just everyone. Just picking up. My locker mate is Porzingis. You know, Peyton Pritchard, he's from the West Coast. He went to Oregon. So just talking to them, they'll teach me some things, and you know, if I got questions, I can ask them. But you know, in practice, it's really anyone. They all give good advice.